Hello, 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 hello. Good evening. Hi, Emma and Sabs. Hello, guys. Oh, just realised I haven't turned that light on. Is it a bit dark or is it okay? Hi, Marie. Hi, Carmen and Carol. Hi, Sophie. Good evening, Steph and Kelly. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. How are we all? Hi, Laura, Lorraine. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Julie. It's Friday. For a lot of you, it will be the end of the school term. My kids don't break up until Tuesday. So we've got another 2 days, and then I have them for a glorious 6 weeks, which is going to be fun, fun, fun. Hi, Julie, Sue, Trisha, Sally, Anne Marie. Hi, Lillian and Jason. Hello, Anne. Hello. I hope you're all well. I hope you're doing well. Oh, bless you, Carmen. Oh, that is early. Cup of coffee? Hi, Jitta. Mary. Oh, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. A 9-week streak. Thank you, my lovely. Okay, so oh wow. So Leanne, bless you. Thank you for the stars as well. And Linda, thank you for the stars, my lovely. And Sue, oh wow. Laura Rose, good evening. So, lots and lots is happening. Trisha, bless you. Thank you for the stars as well. And Marie. Honestly, guys. Blossom's been off 2 weeks early due to self. Oh, bless her. Oh, gosh. Well, I hope she's enjoyed her time off. Is that right to say? I don't know. Bless her and her friends, though. It is new with the stars. Do you like it? Is it okay? I thought you guys, because you're sending me stars, sometimes I do miss it, but then it just gives you that extra recognition to say thank you. So yeah, but if you guys don't like the names popping up, do let me know. They do disappear again, and it won't be down when the oysters are down. It will just be when the camera's up. So like I was saying, there is lots and lots of updates. So Laura, thank you. And Anne, bless you. Thank you for the stars as well. So we've got new stock on the website. Lots of lovely new items. They are in the new in section. We have a massive summer sale on the website. There is so much in there. And the summer sale will be going throughout the summer. Now, as things are possibly sold out, they may not come back again. Some will come back again, some may not. And I may add more bits in throughout the summer as well, but we'll see how it goes. So I don't have an end date for the summer sale yet. As we get closer to that date, I will post, so you will be notified. But yeah, for now and for the foreseeable, summer sale on the website, so do check that out. And today, running through the summer as well, we have our sparkle dip. Now, I am so excited about this sparkle dip. So what's happened is Swarovski Crystal have decided that they are going to be not doing jewellery components anymore, which means the jewellery components that we have are going to be, I want to say rarer. Obviously, they're going to be harder to get. That's the better word. They're going to be harder to get because Swarovski Crystal has stopped making them, basically. So, throughout the summer, we have a sparkle dip, which has got Swarovski Crystal pendants in. I might do a charm one as well, but it has Swarovski Crystal pendants in. Now, I did a little video earlier. I've never done a video like that before, so please forgive me. But I did a little video earlier. It's on the pinned post on the page on how it all works. But they are absolutely stunning. And some of these aren't on the website. They're not going to be on the website. They're just, oh, I love them. My favourite one's in there. So yeah, that's going on throughout the summer as well. which is quite exciting. And that's just like a dip. You get to pick whether you have an oyster opening or not. You get to pick whether you have the pearl on or not. And there's a stick or twist option. So, but yeah, watch the video. It explains it a little bit more. And again, my apologies. I've never done one like that before. So yeah, it's a little bit, we'll see how it works out. I might delete it. I'm still not sure on it. Okay, so yeah, that's all the updates. New stock, summer sale, sparkle dip. I think that's everything. So shall we get started for today? We do still have spaces available, so if you would like to order for today, we have spaces available. All oysters are available as well. And I think that's everything. I did post an order list on the page, so hopefully you found that there. Oh, and last thing, we are live tomorrow. Whoop, whoop. So we're live for the Saturday daytime live. We're live at British summertime, 1 p.m. in the afternoon, for our charm dip. There's no oyster openings tomorrow. It is just a charm dip. And if you have ordered a charm dip but you think that you might not be there and you'd like me to still open it, email me today with your order number and just letting me know that you're happy for me to open it without you, and send you a timestamp. That way you'll still have the opening. You can just watch it back. So if you would like that, let me know. But if not, I'll see you tomorrow for your charm dips. Okay, so let me see what's going on. Oh, bless you, like the video. Thank you. Right, so shall we get started? I think that's all the updates now. I knew there'd be a lot today. Up first, we have... Oh, I think I've just messed up my order list. Ooh. Yeah, I did. Sorry, I just attached another order. Nope, that's going backwards. There we go. Okay, so first up is Suzanne Whitsett. Sorry, I just put the first person to the back then. I don't know why, but it's all back in order. So, Suzanne Whitsett. Oh gosh, Siobhan. I hope he likes the pearl then, bless him. Oh, you have a new button which is a link to the website. Well, I hope that helps. Sophie, hello. Do you offer pre-drilling for oysters that get open, especially for those of us who are state bound? Do I offer pre-drilling? I'm not sure. I don't understand the question. Do you? Yes, so I do offer that I can drill the pearls and send the pearls to you just drilled. Yes, I believe it's 50p a pearl, Laura. Yeah, so I just drill the pearls and then do nothing else with them and just send them to you. I do offer that, but I don't send jewellery unset. So it has to be set on the jewellery with me. But if you'd like additional pearls just drilled, I can do that for you. Jodie, bless you. Thank you for the stars. So I'm looking for Suzanne Whitsett. Suzanne, are you here? Now, it might be, I don't know what the time would be, because there is a little bit of a time difference with Suzanne. So I may pop her at the end of the order list anyway, just to then give her a chance to come on, because I haven't seen her. So we'll give her another moment. Suzanne, if you are here, please type I'm invisible. It will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And like I say, if you're not here, I'll pop you to the end and then I'll call you again, because that way, with the time difference, you may then pop on. So I haven't seen her. So we're going to move on, like I say, and then we'll add her back in again. So up next then is Sandra Waite. Sandra, are you here? I'm fine, thank you, Denise. I hope you're well as well. Oh, Sandy, that's perfect. Thank you for the email address there. Okay, so Sandy, shall we do your oyster openings first? So you've got 2 oyster openings here. What 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? I've only had 1 cup of tea today. Oh, I'm so craving a cup of tea because I woke up to the dreaded milk had gone funny. And then Aaron, bless him, he got some milk on his way home from work. So I've had 1 cup of tea and then it's just been go, go, go. And I don't normally drink tea around dinner time and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really craving a cup of tea. Sandy, mystery and donate. Perfect. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for? So you have 1 and 2 oysters. Let me get these open for you. 1 and 2. So let's go down. So your oyster number 1. And you have a light pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. Now I can see a little bit of a peeper down the bottom there. And you have 1, 2, oh, you have 3. You have triples. And there's no more in that one. Jitter, yes, all invoices have been sent, my lovely. If you're missing one, do double check. So if you log on to your PayPal and double check on there, because then you should be able to see any outstanding invoices. Sabs, feel free to email. The email address is pearlsofbrecken@gmail.com. Yes, it will, Laura Rose. So, Sandy, you have triples with your first oyster. You have got a light lilac purple, a lovely blush, or actually no, I'm going to say that's more of a baby pink, it's lighter. And then you've got a very pastel gold colour. The whole palette of colours there are very pastel-esque colours. So that's from your first oyster. Then moving on to mystery oyster number 2. You have, oh, a soft pop there, but the back of the shell did just fall away. Oh, what's going on? I can't get into this one. What's going on? Oh. Right, I'm going to have to sort of DIY. So basically, just taking off the flesh from the other side of the shell, because then that way it will just, there we go, release it for me. There we go, that bit there, can you see that bit of flesh there? I just had to cut through that because it wouldn't open. Oh, okay, so straight away you have a runaway of a light silver there. I will just have a squidge in here though. Oh, and you are twinning. And there's no more in that one. So you are twinning with silver twins here, Sandy. They're that almost like chocolatey silver, but definitely base silver. Now, what do you think to all of these? If you're happy with these, that's perfect. I'll just need to know which ones you'd like where. And of course, if you're not happy, I can swap them for you, okay? So if I pop them on the board, The lilac is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. The baby pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. The lighter gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. And then chocolate silver number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. And chocolate silver number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7 as well. Okay, so Sandy, what do you think? Twins on the simple studs, please. Let me bring you back up for a second. Baby pink on the pram. And gold on the robin. So you'd like to be invoiced for the silver twins on studs, and invoiced for the lilac on a lobster fitting. Perfect, I've got that down for you. That invoice will get sent through tomorrow, and that will go to the email address that's on the order form. Sandy, sorry. I'm just popping these in here. And then you also have the first of the summer sparkle dip. Now I've been a conundrum. I love the word conundrum. On whether to do the dip first and then the oyster opening, or the oyster opening then no, we should do the dip first, because then with the oyster opening, if you wanted your pearl on the jewellery, you know what sort of colour you're aiming for. Okay, so we're going to do the dip first. So let me just grab this and the chain. I was ready today with a chain. So for your sparkle dip, Sandy, good luck. So I'm just folding the handle over. So I don't know if you can, no, you're not going to be able to see, it's too dark. There's lots in there. I'm going to dive in and I'm not looking. Now you do get to stick or twist one time with this. Oh, we've got a heavier one. Okay, so now they don't have names because this is one that's never been on the website. We do have, actually, I'm going to say a charm version of this, but this is definitely larger. I need to cut the slits in this, hang on. That way it can sit on the card properly. The suspense. Okay, got it all sorted. So let's go down. You have, now this is a longer rectangle Swarovski crystal charm. It's quite dark, isn't it? Let me... Now this colour is dark silver. Dark silver. Now this is, like I say, longer than the charm version we've got on the website. Sandy, would you like to stick or would you like to twist? So I'm just turning up the sound. There we go, that should be better with the sound now. Sorry if I've just blasted into your ears. Now if you would like this one, you have got an oyster opening, so you can choose to have this one on its own with no pearl, but obviously have your oyster opening still. Or you can choose to have the pearl on this one, which would sort of sit at the top here, and we'll be able to move around slightly as well. So keep the dark silver, this one. Let's bring you back up. So that's yours. Now you get to pick which oyster you would like as well. I just love the sparkle dip deal because you get to pick your oyster, swap your pearls, pearl on, pearl off. It's all up to you. Right, so what type of oyster would you like with the sparkle dip? And yeah, keep or donate your shells. Is the sound better now? I turned it up, so it should be picking up more. If it's picking up too much though, for example, I've got the desk fan on, so if it's picking up too much, let me know and I'll turn it down again slightly. But we'll see, yeah, we'll see if that's any better for you. But it's right at the top here, so it should be catching everything I say, although it's pointed sideways. I don't know if that matters. Hang on. Oh no, that's the best I can do. Mystery and donate. Sounds brilliant now. Okay, perfect. Sorry, I just forgot to turn it up today. So if we get this open for you, mystery oyster, and let's go down. Now, Sandy, are you thinking to have the pearl on the jewellery, off the jewellery? What are you thinking, my lovely? So your mystery oyster, we have a lighter pop there. Oh, wow, 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 wow. There's your mother of pearl. Sandy. Oh, you've got a backwards runaway, but I can still see 1, 2, and 3. You are quadding. You are quadding, my lovely, which means you've got the 4 pearls in the 1 oyster. There's no more in that one. Now, again, I'm going to dry these up. We're going to pop them in the sand and we can have a closer look. And then you can let me know what you think and if you'd like to have them all loose or if you'd like to have one of these on the jewellery. And of course, like I say, if you prefer to swap one, we can do so as well. So you have a watermelon, a bridal white, a darker gunmetal grey and a sea green. I don't think I've seen that combination of a 4 pearl oyster before. Look at that. So a watermelon, bridal white, gunmetal grey, almost black, and a sea green. What do you think? If I pop these on the board for you, your watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Bridal white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. The darker gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And the sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. Okay, so decisions. Are you happy with these? If so, on or off the jewellery? I can get the pendant back out again if you would like me to. Would that make it easier? Let me just get it back again, just because it might help. Do you think would look best? Oh, what do I think would look best on the jewellery? Well, that's completely personal preference. Now, if you wanted it to match the jewellery, I would possibly say the white or the gunmetal, just because, how can I do this? Just because the white or the gunmetal, let me just hold this one up for you. The white or the gunmetal will go with it. Now, if you want it more of a statement piece, the watermelon and the sea green would definitely go with it, because obviously you've got silvers in this one. So that's the sea green. It's quite dark, isn't it? Hang on, let me see if I can fix that. So that's the sea green. And you've got the watermelon. And then, of course, the white and the darker gunmetal. Oh, so can you see what I mean? The white and the gunmetal will definitely go if you want it sort of matching, or if you want it more of a statement piece, you've got the watermelon or the sea green. Or you have this as it is and the pearls loose. I'm sorry, I can't seem to... I'm just going to fiddle with the lighting for me. So I do think it's completely depends on what kind of jewellery you're looking for. Ah, that's better. Look at that. It's so hard to get them both on the shot at the same time. I'm so sorry. I'll put this one back away again. I hope that helped. If you prefer, you can take a screenshot. So yes, Amy, these are Swarovski crystal pendants. So the whole pendant is Swarovski crystal. However, all the bails and the chains and everything like that is a 925 sterling silver. So yes, but of course the actual pendant on the sparkle dip are crystal pendants. But all the fittings and everything is 925 silver. Sandy, would you prefer to take a screenshot and have a think about it? Because like I say, it's completely your choice. If I was having it, I'd possibly, again, it just depends. I'd go for the gunmetal or the sea green, depending on what I wanted to wear the item for, if that makes sense. Going for white, love that. Okay, let me bring you back up. I'll write down that you'd like the white on there, which goes beautifully. It's going to be hard decisions for everyone today, I've got a feeling. With the sparkle dip, because there's such a... I've got a blue one on today, and I chose not to put a pearl on it. But if I did, there's so many different combinations which match, so it is a hard decision. So let me just write down that you'd like the white on there. And I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. Okay, so thank you for the donations with your shells. Oh, sorry, let me just take that down and put this up. Oh, yes, of course you can. Okay, so again, that invoice will be included with the other invoice, okay. So I do hope you'll be happy with everything, Sandy, once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. And I'm just going to message Aaron. Tea, please. Just tea, please, again. I was going to say I really want a tea, but he knows that because I'm asking for a tea. I'm just moving the microphone if you can hear banging. There we go. I felt it coming loose. If you would like to order, apparently there's a button below for the website. It's www.pearlsofbrecon.com, and you can order on the website and you'll be added onto the order list for today. Sandy, you're very, very welcome. Heather, hello. There are spaces available for today if you would like to order. So up next is Tiffany Gardner. Tiffany, are you here? I'm fine, thank you, Luella. I hope you're well as well. What is it with fans? Like, I didn't have a runny nose until I turned the fan on, and now I've got a runny nose. Well, it's not runny, but yeah, if I turn it off, it'll go. It's probably, I don't know what it is. In fact, I'm going to turn it off for a minute and just sort it out. Let's all ask him for tea. Yeah, just bombard him. No, don't, because then he might not. Oh, bless him. Oh, Bronnie and Sophie, thank you guys for posting the website there. So that's the link of the website, guys. So I'm looking for Tiffany Gardner. Tiffany, are you here? Tiffany, hello. You can indeed. Oh, bless you, Carmen. Definitely go to sleep, my lovely. So 20691. Can you just bear with me a moment? I'll print it off for you. Yep, I can see it. It's come through here. Okay, so we'll do your oyster openings first, my lovely. So you've got 2 oysters altogether. Hang on, same name, same address. Perfect. So 2 oysters altogether, Tiffany. What oysters would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? And let me come back to comments again. There we go. Perfect. Caroline, hello, welcome, and thank you everybody for joining today. Oh, it's going to be moving this light backwards and forwards, I've got a feeling. Mystery and donate. No, that's the special dip one. I'm going to have to remember that. So, number 1 and number 2. Tiffany, you'd like to donate the shells. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Gail, bless you. No, don't be sorry at all. Thank you for joining us today. I'm fine. Family's fine. I hope you're well as well. Lisa, thank you for the stars there. Tiffany, let's go down. So, mystery oyster number 1. We have a softer pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. Not sure, we're going to see what comes out. Okay, so in oyster number 1, we have a light silvery grape purple, and there's no more in that one. So your first oyster has given you a lighter silvery purple. And then moving on to oyster number 2, which again is your mystery oyster. Softer pop there. Not getting big pops so far today. And there's your mother of pearl. And in here, you have a watermelon. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so you've got a silvery grape purple and a watermelon, Tiffany. What do you think to these 2? Now, if you're happy with those, that's perfect. However, again, if you're not happy, I can swap. Whoa, sorry, nearly dropped the wipes. I can swap them for you. So if I pop them on the board for you, the silvery grape is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And the watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. Thank you, Gail. And Sophie is here tonight, my lovely. Can you swap the watermelon for a denim blue? I can definitely have a look. However, the pot, I say this every time, the pot that I've got is sort of on the cusp of denim blues and purples. So let me just have a look, because it's such a in-between sort of colour. Oh, that one there. If you have a look, no, that looks more purple now. This one. If I show you, let me know if you're happy with that. Oh, run away. Again, like I say, it's sort of bluey purple. So I do think there's going to be it's either this sort of colour or a weight on the blues, if that makes sense. Let me just hold it up so you can have a closer look. Would you be happy with that one? So if you look at my gloves are blue. So you can see that it is blue, but it can sort of be purpley. It's just a mix between both of them there. Are you happy with that one? Let me just take the watermelon and pop that over here. That's fine, perfect. Let me bring you back up and pop these in here for you. I'm glad you're happy with those, and thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And you also have a sparkle dip today as well, Tiffany, and a sparkle dip with an oyster opening. So we'll do your dip first and then we'll do the oyster opening afterwards. So again, you get to stick or twist with this dip. Good luck. Let's dive in. Again, I'm not looking. Oh, I think I've got a few. We've gone for this one. Oh, now this is, let me pop it on the chain. Like our Swarovski crystal heart charms, this is that shape of heart. However, it's a lot larger than the charms. Also, we don't have this colour in our charms. Okay, so this has got a warrior bail, and that is because it's got this beautiful heart bail that sits at the top of this Swarovski crystal. It also has cut out hearts. Now this one, as you can see, has little bits of sparkle through the heart of the crystal there. If I turn it around, you can see the better detailing on the back. Now that is the back of the crystal, however you can wear it around that way if you'd like to, but it is there to sort of show through the crystal, if you can see that there. They are Elizabeth, yes, 925 silver. So what do you think? Would you like to stick or would you like to twist, Tiffany, with this crystal heart with, like I say, the detailing on the back which shines through? It's almost like this rainbow holographic, if you like, if that makes sense. Can we twist with that one? Of course we can. Let me bring you back up. Aaron's here. Should we get Aaron to dive in?
Dive in where?
Dive in where?
Wait,
So Tiffany's done a twist, which means you're not allowed to look. Just dive in and pull out one bag from in there. Put your head in so people can see you're not looking.
Hello there.
Hello. Did you bring tea? Oh, thank you for the tea.
Indeed.
This one. Thank you very much. And your old one goes back in, Tiffany. Thank you, Bab.
Enjoy.
Thank you for the tea. Take the dog with you. Sorry, the dog's just snuck in. So, Tiffany, you have this one. Now, this is a completely different shape and colour here. So, now there are a few doubles with the same shape and colours in there. If the double comes out of the same shape and colour, we can dive in again. If one comes out which is the same shape but a different colour, then that's the ones that you've got to sort of stick with. However, I hope that made sense. However, this is completely different. Now this is a dark amethyst colour, and it's got this beautiful leaf-like bail at the top, which is in reverse of the drop pendant. So it's got the drop that comes down, and this one's got the drop that comes out, and that's a dark purple amethyst. I hope you're happy with that. If I just hold it away from the card, look at that. It is beautiful. Right, I'll leave that on the card for a moment because you do have an oyster opening alongside that, Tiffany. So I hope you're happy with the pendant. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? and then you have the decision of, would you like a pearl on or off of the jewellery? You love that. I'll tell him thanks when he comes back again. But I'm glad you're happy with it. Is the other one on the website? No. So with the Sparkle Dip, Carol, a lot of the pendants won't be going on the website. Definitely not while the Sparkle Dip's running. But no, I've done it so they're just going to be in the Sparkle Dip. Yeah, so that's the sort of... I just love the dip. Sorry, I've got really, really into it today. I don't know if you can tell. Mystery again and donate again. Okay. Is there a certain colour you're hoping for? And are you thinking pearl on or off? Or is it just wait and see what comes out? So let's get this open and let's go down. We have a softer pop there. Oh, I'm just going to move this sand. There we go. Nearly knocked it over with the knife then. Okay, so in here, Tiffany, it is Fate. There's no more in that side. You are twinning with darker purple twins here. Wow, 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 wow. There's no more in that one. So you've got twinning purples. Now, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. I'll need to know if you'd like one on the jewellery or not. If you're not happy with the pearls, we can swap them for you. So it's going to be completely up to you what you would like to do. But have a look at those beautiful dark purple twins. So I had a whole day just making all the jewellery and just double checking everything, and that's one of my favourite bits of this job, is actually designing and sorting, and just love the jewellery. So yeah, this has really excited me, this dip. Oh wow, Diane. Oh, that's so cute. Tiffany, let me pop these on the board for you. Purple number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And purple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. So if you did want to swap one, you can let me know if you'd like to swap the larger or the smaller. And you'd like to see a Cadbury purple with the necklace, of course you can. I've just got one out here, and then let me hold this up so you can see. I'm just trying to get the proper, there we go. So it's really hard because obviously it's Frosty Crystal. It's just I don't want to do it bad on the camera. I want to do it justice, if that makes sense. That's why I keep moving it, just so you can see. Oh, bless Maddie, Sophie. What do you think? So that's the Cadbury purple there. It is a beautiful match. So that's that one. If I hold it up, that's that one in the sand. So if you are happy with this one, would you like to swap the larger or the smaller, darker purple? Swap the larger one for the Cadbury purple and that one on the necklace, of course. Let me bring you back up and let me just take this back off of here. And then I'll write that down for you. Okay, Tiffany. I hope you're happy with that then, my lovely. Let me just write it down though. It is a beautiful match. So I'm just going to be so excited to make all this jewellery up. Thank you for the donations with your shells. No, you're very, very welcome. And I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well, my lovely. Up next this evening is Emma Favel. Emma, are you here? I'm just going to have to see if my tea's ready. Just so... It's going to be too hot. It's a touch too hot, but oh, sorry for if anyone missed it. I've only had one tea today, so I just need tea. Lillian, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. Emma, you're here. Hello, my lovely. You have got 2 openings altogether. Mystery oysters and donate your shells. 1 and 2. Let me get this open. Elizabeth, I would say either the Expand the Rainbow Oyster or the Mystery Oyster for a baby pink. Okay, so let's go down. Mystery Oyster number 1, Emma. You have a lighter, softer pop there. Are there certain colours you are hoping for? So there is your mother of pearl. And in here we have a darker pearl to the side there. Let me just have a squidge. And there's no more in that one. Thank you, Sophie. Now this pearl is a dark deep purple, so it's very dark with a slight purple overtone to him, so definitely got that purple through him there. And then moving on to oyster number 2, not sure on the colour. Okay, oh, double pop on that one. So we'll see what comes out, Emma, and then we can go from there. Ow! I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh. Okay, so I've cut my thumb. This has never happened before. I've never ever cut myself. I think I've cut it. You can see I've never ever cut myself before. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm just going to bring the camera back up though for a second because I just need to, in case it split the skin, and I don't think it split the glove, but in case it has, I need to go and clean it because obviously oyster knife, open wound, not good. So it's fine. I just think I need to go and clean it, wrap it up and put a new glove on. So I'm just calling Aaron in so he can open up this oyster for you because I don't want to leave it. So just bear with me a second. No, yeah, no, I'm fine. It's not even hurting anymore. It's just, I think I've, close your ears if you don't want to hear. I think I've just jabbed in my nail bed, like on the edge of it. So I think the knife's, without seeing it, but I think the knife's just caught the edge of the nail bed. That's all. In fact, oh, come on, Bab. I'm fine. I've never done that. I've broken my record of, no, I've never done that. I've never hurt myself. Gutted. I'm so sorry, Emma. Please bear with me just a moment. I'm just going to get Aaron here. I know, but because the oyster's out, I just don't want to. It's fine. Just give me. I'm ever so sorry. I don't. Oh, dearie me. Can you come here, please? I've cut myself. I need to go wash it. Can you just come and finish this, or just come talk to everyone for a minute for me? Okay. Can you... I've got a microphone on. Oh. Okay. I'm going to leave you with Aaron. I've cut myself. I jammed it into me, so I just need to go wash it because I think that it's gone through the glove. You don't have to open the oyster if you don't want to, but just to show that the oyster's there. We're talking to Emma. Right, guys, I'll see you in a minute. Aaron's just going to take the microphone off me, though. If you can just take it off camera. Yeah, there. Yeah. And then it's just right there. Just unclip it. Thank you. Right, back in a minute, all right?
No worries.
Thank you, darling.
Hello there. Well, this is a new experience. Which camera are we on? How's everybody doing? Too many screens. Hey everybody. Right, so who we got? We have Emma. Would you like me to open it, Emma? Or would you like to wait for Brecken to come back? Hello everybody. So, who we got? Got Steph, Sue, Maria, Julia, Bronnie, etc. Wait, who this? I am Brecken's husband. Bless her. Not sure, 100% sure what happened. I just got a message saying that Brecken's apparently impaled herself. So no worries, no worries. How is everybody this evening? I'm good, Heather. How are you? And I believe there was a slip of a knife or something. She's just gone to go clean herself up. Hello there. Wasn't exactly prepared to be coming on live. Not the planned events for tonight. So, what has everyone been up to lately then? Alright, so I see how it is. So, Brecken's impaled herself intentionally to get me on here to talk to all of you, to keep everyone happy. I get it now. Rather she didn't impale herself, but still. Steph, no. I don't do the 25 pulse. No. And you know, to be fair, the shells are similar to the mysteries, so yeah, they're not too bad. It's the which ones is it? It's the ones with the different shells that I don't get on with. Sing Annette. You might all want to tune off if that happens. I wouldn't recommend it.
Sorry.
No worries, no worries. Okay, you all good?
Yeah, I just jabbed it into my nail bed and it just cut it.
Bless you. See, there is a potential she did it intentionally, but who knows?
What? What have you been saying?
They all think you did it intentionally to get me talking to all the people that you've been apparently saying that they've been missing me.
But I didn't do it intentionally.
Uh-huh.
Would I...
No, that was a very guilty looking face there. See, she's got a lot of commitment to you guys at this point.
Would I really cut my finger?
No.
No.
Maybe a slight poke.
It's bleeding. You saw
saw the blood.
Uh-huh. Anyway, lovely seeing you all. I will pass you back.
Will you help me get the mic on?
Yep.
Right there. No, stop. You put that bit in the wrong place. Alright, thank you.
No worries.
Sorry, darling.
Toodle bit.
Alright, let me get my glove on. Thank you. Did you? Okay.
She wanted to wait.
I just want my tea.
I gave you tea.
I know, but it's hot. Not your fault. Thank you for the hot tea. Yeah,
Oh.
I've put a plaster on it.
Do iced tea next time.
No, I don't want iced tea.
It's just tea in it. Put some ice cubes in it.
No, good tea. Thank you, Bub, for coming in. Right. Hello. Oh, everyone's saying bye. He's gone. Yeah, no, I'm fine. Right, I'm just putting the glove on. It's literally the tiniest thing ever. Is he funny? I'm going to have to watch it back and see what he said. Yeah, it's the tiniest little nick. It just seemed to bleed all of a sudden. Right, okay. So, I'm so sorry about that, Emma. Like I said, this is an absolutely blunt knife. But just because the force of it went in the softer area, that's all that happened. Okay. So, shall we carry on? Emma, are you still here? It is more than of a shock. It still hurts though, if not even more. Oh, bless you. No, it's fine. It's fine now. So, Emma, Emma? No, yeah, I'm fine. Right. So you've got this deep dark purple. The oyster hasn't been touched. Let me move you down. Okay, so it's still sitting there. So let's get this dodgy oyster. No, it's not a dodgy oyster. I don't see how it's... Oh, I see. It's because the rim came off and the knife's meant to go in here, but it slipped down the outside instead. I see. There we go. And it was worth the wait because there is your mother of pearl. You have 1, 2, 3 and 4. You are quadding. You are quadding, my lovely. Definitely worth the wait there. Or not definitely, but hopefully. Right. Oh, I can't grab things. Why? How's it made my glove slippy? That's strange. Okay, so you have a autumn peach. Now you've got a two-tonal apple green and coral. So you can see apple green here. Oh, let me just get it to focus. And then, nope, let me just move this background away because that's why it's not focusing. So apple green. Bear with me, I'm just going to have to refresh it. It's all happening tonight, isn't it? Right. There we go, that's been refreshed. Okay, and let's go back down. So, apple green, there we go, and coral, if you can see that there. You then have a icy blue and a watermelon. Okay, so you've got a dark purple, autumn peach, two-tonal apple green and coral, icy blue and a watermelon. Now, what do you think to these? If you're happy with all of these, that's perfect. But of course, if you're not happy, I can swap them for you. So your purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Your apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. And the autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. What do you think to those, Emma, my lovely? It is, Kelly. There's quite a nice range of different colours there, isn't there? Yeah, I'm fine. Swap the watermelon for chocolate peach. Oh, swap the watermelon for chocolate, peach for bronze, and blue for cream. Okay, let me pin that so I can have a look for the colours for you. So, excuse me, we would like a chocolate bronze. Would you believe me if I say I don't have the chocolates next to me? Oh, do I have any chocolates? Oh, I do have a chocolate in here. Okay, I thought this was just the chocolate bronzes. Actually, these are more all chocolate bronzes. So if I just get you 2 different shades, have a look here, but let me know if that one's not okay. If so, I've got so many chocolates, don't get me wrong, I can just go grab them, but they're just not next to me now. And what did we say for a cream? I do, Deborah, yes, I do ship internationally, my lovely. Oh, there's a cream in there, I can see it. Okay, so have a look at these and let me know what you, let me know what you think. So they are more both chocolatey bronze colours, but you do have the lighter and the darker one there. If you prefer a darker chocolate, however, I will go and grab them for you. Good evening, Linda. Missed all the fun. No, I'm joking. So just confirm for me, Emma, if those ones are okay. I'm just going to take these 3 away, however, if they are, because these ones are the ones you'd like to swap. No, that's absolutely fine. If you just have a look at these for me, I'm just going to grab... Oh, actually, I might have some in this one. I do. Let me bring this over. Okay, so we have this one here, which is a nice darker chocolate. Actually, that one's more purpley chocolate. I apologise. Oh, bear with me, because I'm just going to get the chocolates. They're just, is this open? Haha. Okay, so let me just show you. this is crazy. So I've just brought you back because, are you ready for this? I mean, it's absolutely crazy, but chocolates. I have so many beautiful chocolates. I just didn't put any next to me. And they're all in these bags. It's just, oh, hang on. No, those ones not these ones. Okay, here we go. That one there is perfect in my opinion. Have a look here and just let me know if this one's okay. Emma, are you happy with those there? Okay. It's because I've taken the chocolates out so I can make some bracelets with them. Spoiler alert. Yes, so yeah. They should do. Let me bring you back up. So the coffee cup, you can fit 2 pearls in. These two do look like they're the same size. However, I'll make a little note. Check. Was it the dark chocolate? Yeah, dark choc and cream fit. Now, if they do fit, you won't hear anything from me. It'll just get dispatched. However, if they don't fit in together, I'll send you an email with alternatives of chocolates with different sizes. So then that way, so they do fit. Okay, so if you don't hear from me, it means that it's all okay. If you do have an email, it just means that I'll send you a picture of a different chocolate so they do fit in together. Is that okay? Just confirm for me if that's okay. And of course, if it's not okay, I'm just going to have a sip, hopefully, my teas. It's the warmness of it. I just love should be a tea. What are they called? I don't even know what they're called. Advertise? No. Sponsor? I don't know. Thank you, Maria. Invoice you for hoop fittings on the other 2. Oh, I'm fine to swap. Okay, perfect. So invoice for hoop on the green and purple, because the bronze is going in the other item. I hope that's correct. If so, the invoice will get sent through tomorrow for you, and that will go to the email address that's on the order form. Again, Emma, I'm sorry I had to pause your opening there, but I do hope you're happy with everything, my lovely. Okay, and that's safe up there for you. Connoisseur, is that the word? I don't know, I like tea. Emma, you're very, very welcome. Very welcome. Okay, up next this evening is Danielle Lancaster. By the way, thank you everybody. Is there a coffee cup cage? There is a coffee cup cage. I think it might be in the summer sale at the moment. Thank you everybody for bearing with us today. Obviously, I know we're still closer to the start of the order list. It's because I had to run off there, so I do apologise. I will do an updated order list shortly, so if you have ordered, you can sort of see whereabouts you are on that list, okay? And Danielle, you're here. Hello. So Danielle, you have a sparkle dip and a oyster opening. So let's dive in, other hand, for your sparkle dip. Good luck, my lovely. So, oh, no, I dropped one. I've got a few, I'm not looking. I think is that one or? Nope. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so you have this one. Now this one has been on the website before, but not in this size. So this one is larger than we've ever had before. Shannon, thank you for the stars there, my lovely. So again, of course, it's Swarovski crystal. Let me bring you down. Now this is the starfish pendant. Now this is clear crystal, so it's going to be harder for me to show you. If I just hold it like that, you can see more of the shape of the starfish, because against the white there, you can't see it 100%. So that's the shape of the starfish. It's a beautiful size, and you can see them crystal facets catching the light and sparkling away. Now, if you would like to stick with this one, that's perfect. However, if you'd like to have a swap, a twist even, we can twist for you. With this one, the pearl will get set at the top here and be able to move around slightly. You love that. Can you confirm, are you happy with this one? You can sort of see the size of this as well, because these are the normal display cards that the pendants get sent out on, so you can see the size of that one. So it is, if I bring you up as well. Nope. I don't know. Does that help? I don't suppose it does it? Keep that one. Perfect. It's just clear. It's beautiful. Okay, so you'd like to keep that one. You do have an oyster opening with that, Danielle. Would you like, what type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? What do you think? Mystery and donate. Now, what are you thinking? Are you thinking pearl on, pearl off? Is there a certain colour you're hoping for? So let's go down. And your mystery oyster, we have a lighter pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see, oh, that's just a little piece of shell there as well. I can see that you have 1, 2, and 3 pearls there. You're thinking pearl on. I love that. So you have 1, 2, and 3. And I'm just having a squidge as well. I don't believe there's any more in there. Danielle, you have triples. Now, you have, oh, beautiful selection here. I'm just thinking, what would I do? Pearl on, pearl off. You have a slightly two-tonal icy blue. So he does have slightly lighter and darker areas around that pearl there. You have a light lilac purple, and you have a pastel gold as well. what do you think to these? Now, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. And if you'd like a pearl on the jewellery, just let me know which one you'd like. And of course, if you're not happy with the colours, we can swap them for you. The two-tonal icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The lilac purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the pastel gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Icy blue on the pendant, of course you can. Let me bring you back up. And you'd like the rest on lobster fittings, that's not a problem. Let me just write this all down for you though. And pop these in here. Okay, so we're going to have icy blue, and then we're going to have invoice for the rest on lobster fittings. Okay, I've got that down for you, Danielle. I'm glad you're happy with that. And yeah, thank you very much for the donations with your shells. The invoice will get sent through tomorrow for you. That will be tomorrow morning before the daytime live tomorrow. So yeah, all invoices will get sent in the morning. It'll go to the email address that's on your order form. Okay, so that's safe up there for you. And Danielle, I do hope you'll be happy with everything as well once it arrives. Oh, Lindsay and your gran, thank you very much for the stars there. Danielle, you're very welcome. And up next is Julie Hanwell. Julie, are you here? Julie Hanwell, are you here? Julie, hello. Mystery donate the shells. Perfect. So you've got one opening. Julie, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Let me get this open. And let's go down. So in here, oh, beautiful deep pop with that one. Looking for a red. Okay, the back of the shell has slightly broken. Is it me? I've got either tough oysters today, or I'm just don't know what's going on. Julie, 2 twinning runaways there. Just as it opened up, they sort of ran away. Now you do have flesh on both sides, so I am going to squidge both sides for you. There's no more on that half. And there's no more on that half. Okay, so you are twinning, and you're twinning with apple green twins. Now you've definitely got different colour shades here. You've got a deeper, brighter green and a more pastel, lighter apple green as well. Now you was hoping for that red, so if you'd like to swap one or even both for a red, do let me know. And of course, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. Just let me know as well. So if I pop these ones on the board, the lighter of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the darker of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8 as well. Can you swap the light green for a bright red? Of course you can. And then just to confirm, it's the, there they are. It's the red that you'd like on the jewellery. Are you happy with that red there? And let me bring you back up. Just confirm for me. Oh, can you have the bracelet in front of inventory path? I've got a feeling that bracelet may already be at that length. If it's not, however, it will be, let me make this note, 8.5 in length. We're going to have red on the jewellery and green on a lobster. Okay, I've got that down for you. Like I said, the size is on the description. I've got it's the two new bracelets I've popped on. One of them does go up to 8.5. If it's not though, I will add that on, so that's not a problem. And I've got that down for you. And again, your invoice will get sent tomorrow morning for you, and that will go to the email address that's on the order form, Julie. Okay. Thank you for the donations with your shells, and that's safe up there for you. You're very, very welcome, my lovely. Oh, very welcome. Right, up next is Laura Atling. Laura, are you here? Now, just bear with me just a moment. I'm just going to print these orders off. So if you have ordered, I can do an updated order list for you. There we go. Okay, perfect. So Laura, oh, excuse me. Laura, you are here. Hello, my lovely. You have one opening altogether. What type of oyster, Laura, would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? What do you think? Good night, Annette, my lovely. Thank you for joining us today. Mystery and donate. So excited. First order. So mystery is to donate your shells. Is there a certain colour you're hoping for? I'm just looking at the item, and there's a large sort of range of colours that will go beautifully with that. Or are you just going to see what comes out and go from there? So let's go down for your mystery oyster, Laura. We have a softer pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see that you are twinning. You're hoping for a dark blue or purple. Now you're twinning with coral twins there. And I'm just having a little squidge for you as well. Okay, so there's no more in that one. Now, if you would like to, we can swap one or both of these corals for a dark blue or purple or any colour that you would like to pop onto your jewellery. And of course, if you're happy with these corals, you get to keep these as well. So, what do you think? What would you like to do? So here's your corals in the sand. Visually, they do look like they're the same colour and size. I'll pop them on the board for you. Coral number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And coral number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. Dark blue and darkish purple, of course. Now let me just find, oh, let's move that over. Now the dark blues that I've got available to show you now would be like a dark TARDIS blue. That's one of these. If you'd like to go darker than that, there may be a slight weight on that because you're looking more towards midnight blues there. And then a darkish purple. I'd possibly say, we'll go for a Cadbury purple, and if you'd like to go darker than this, do let me know because I can go darker, but I'm just sort of gauging what sort of shade you'd like. So there's the blue and purple there. Are they okay, or would you like to go lighter or darker with either one of those? And if you're happy with these, which one would you like on the jewellery? So that's a dark TARDIS blue and a Cadbury purple. Perfect, perfect. I'm glad you're happy with those. Just taking the corals away. So let me bring you back up. Which one would you like on the jewellery? Let me pop these in here for you. Glad I've got the right shade there. We have the blue on the jewellery and a clasp on the purple. Of course you can. So we're going to have blue on there. On the lobster clasp. Okay. Perfect. Laura, I've got that down for you. So you'll get sent an invoice for the lobster fitting, and that will go to the email address that's on the order form, and you'll get that tomorrow morning, so before the live tomorrow afternoon. Okay, perfect. Just double checking I've got everything there. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well, my lovely, and that's safe up there for you. No, Laura, you're very, very welcome, my lovely. Very welcome. And up next is Suzanne Whitsett. Now, Suzanne, I moved from the front to the back, didn't I? So is she here? And after Suzanne, we'll do an updated order list, okay? I don't think I've seen Suzanne, but I did have to pop off to sort my thumb out, didn't I? So we'll give her a minute. Suzanne Whitsett, are you here? And what I'll do while I'm waiting for Suzanne, I'm just going to update the order list so I can post it for you all to see. There is still space though, so if you would like to order, you will still be added on for this evening. Okay. So I haven't seen Suzanne, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop her to the side, and if she does come on, we can add her in again, but it will be to the end of the order list. Okay. Okay, so let's do a verbal order list, and I'll also post it on the page. It will be an extension, so the post that's already got the order list on, I'll just give a couple of spaces, and then I've just popped your names there as well. So just give the page a refresh if you'd like to see it. But like I said, I'll do a verbal order list. So up next, or up first, is Diane Cooley. So Diane, you're up first. We then have Lisa Massey, then Linda Southam, and Elizabeth Lloyd. So 4 people on the order list. So like I say, if you would like to order, there's not too long of a wait. But first up, Diane Cooley, are you here? Thank you, Carol. It's okay. If she comes on, we can add her in again. Just looking behind me. The shelves are not messy, but they actually come across a little bit untidy on the camera, don't they? That bothers me. I might have to fiddle with those and rearrange them. But they're not. They're actually not. They're actually all. It's all. Everything that's on there is all lined up nicely and it's all neat. Diane, hello. You are here. You have 2 openings altogether. You would like mystery oysters and to donate your shells. Diane, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So 1 and 2. And let me get these open. So there's 1. And 2. So let's go down. Mystery oyster number 1. Ooh, quite a nice sharp pop there, Diane. And there's your mother of pearl. Okay, so in here, let's have a squidge. You have a sea green pearl. And there's no more in that one. So your first oyster has given you a sea green. Ava would like a pink. Okay, so fingers crossed for oyster number 2 gives you a pink. Here is your sea green. And then moving on to oyster number 2 for you. Fingers crossed, Ava. Oh, quite a nice high-pitched sharper pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And I can see in here straight away, you are twinning. You are twinning with chocolate pearls, however. So again, I'm just going to have a squidge in here for you. And there's no more in that one. Now, Diane and Ava, you've got a sea green and twinning chocolate twins. If you're happy with these, that's perfect. However, if you're not happy and you would like to swap them, I can do that for you. So you just need to let me know what you would like to do. So here they are in the sand. The chocolates, they do look the same shade and size, but I will measure them for you. So we'll measure the sea green first. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. Chocolate number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And chocolate number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5 as well. So they are the same size and shade there. Sorry, I'm just sorting something out under the desk there. So what do you think? What would you like to do? Fun, Charlotte. So it's under the fun section. Or if you type in sparkle dip into the search bar, it will come up as well. What do you think? Bless you. Thank you, Sophie. I just thought I'd better put the lip. I'm just going to bring you back up because I just didn't want you to think I was frozen then. But I'm going to leave the pearls there, Diane, just until... Oh, Ava said, please can she swap a chocolate for a pink, and please can I swap the other chocolate for a blue that got swapped out earlier. Oh, yeah, the two-tonal icy blue. I've got that here. Now, Ava, are you looking for a sort of bright hot pink? I'll grab one of these and then you can let me know if this pink's okay. If you'd like a slightly lighter pink, that's fine as well. Just let me know. But I've grabbed a hot pink for you here. So it's quite a nice, bright, bold pink. Diane, can you confirm, are you both happy with those? Again, if not, I'm happy to swap them again. And I'm just going to take the chocolates away because we're swapping those out, and I'll pop them in the swap pot. So I'm just going to bring you back up again. Just so I'm just waiting for a light pink. Oh no, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to go for a blush pink for you. There we go. Is that pink better? So that's a blush pink. So it's quite a nice bold pink, but it is a lighter pink. Good night, Luella. Thank you for joining us today. Hopefully that one's better, Ava. Perfect, and Ava loves it. Perfect. Well, I'm glad you're both happy with those, and thank you both for the donations of your shells as well. So I've popped those safely on there, and again, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and that's safe up there for you, my lovely. Okay, and up next is Lisa Wildy. Lisa, are you here? Good morning, Beverly. I hope you're well. So I'm looking for Lisa Wildy. Are you here? Lisa, if you're here, possibly type I'm invisible for me. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa. Diane, thank you, bless you. No, it'll be fine by tomorrow. In fact, the plaster will come off tonight. Get some air to it. It's just while I'm obviously wearing gloves and stuff. Lisa, that's perfect. And actually, Lisa, I can see both the names here. I do apologise. I do have both of them on the different areas of the order form. So I do apologise, but no, it's fine. I can see that, and that's perfect. So you have 3 openings altogether, Lisa. What 3 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? What do you think? Oh. So I've got itchy nose. It's right on the end of my nose. There we go. What type of chain do I have on my necklace? I have a 20-inch. Oh, I can't see it. It's a curb or a trace. I can't see it. It's too short for me to see. I've got a feeling it's... Oh, it's curb. 20-inch curb. Oh, I've just watched that back. That looked great. Lisa, 2 mystery, 1 expand the rainbow, donate the shells. Dear me. Number 1. Number 2, and an expand the rainbow. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Let me get these open. There's 1. A chain on its own. Oh, they're on the website. I can't remember the price off the top of my head. I'm ever so sorry. But they are on the website if you'd like to purchase a chain on its own. So let's go down. So oyster number 1. We're going to start with your mystery oyster, Lisa. Quite a nice lighter pop there. Now, are there certain colours you're hoping for? There's your mother of pearl, and I can see that we have a lighter icy blue to start with. And there's no more in that one. So your first pearl from your first oyster is a lighter icy blue. Let me hold him up for you. And then moving on to oyster number 2, which again is going to be your mystery oyster. And we have a light pop there. Ooh, and in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see in here you are quadding. And quadding with more darker. Oh, wow, that one's beautiful. Quadding with a darker sort of colour palette here. And there's no more in that one. Now you have a really, really unusual pearl here. Like, it's beautiful. So if I go through them, you have a sea green. You have 2 chocolate pearls. This is the visually slightly smaller of the 2. And then you've got a slightly larger of the 2 as well. And then you have this pink. It's like a light pink, but almost like a dusky pink. but then it's got this splash of green on him. I love it. So it's pink with a splash of green. So beautiful quadding colours there. If I just move that round, where's the green? Look at that. Oh, and then of course your icy blue. And then we're going to be ending on your Expand the Rainbow oyster, Lisa. So in here, there's one side and the other side. And in here you are twinning, and you're twinning with larger icy blue twins, and there's no more in there. Now visually you can definitely see there is a slight colour difference between the two here. You've got one which is brighter two-tonal pearl and one which is lighter overall. Now again, I'm going to pop them in the sand, and you can definitely tell the difference here, and larger than the first blue as well. Jane, bless you, thank you for the stars. So you've got a single lighter, smaller icy blue, twinning icy blues, one slightly brighter than the other. Then you've got a sea green, two chocolates, one larger than the other, and a two-tonal pinky green. Lisa, what do you think to all of these? Again, if you're happy, that's perfect. If you're not happy, I can swap them for you. So if I pop them on the board, the single icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The lighter of the icy blue twins is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Slightly darker of the icy blue twins is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5 as well, so they're measuring the same size there. Your sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. The visually smaller chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He is a 6.5. The visually larger chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, whoa, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5, so he is measuring larger there as well. And then the two-tonal pink and green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. And you're very happy with those? Perfect. You're very welcome. I'm just popping them in here for you, Lisa. Okay, I'm glad you're happy with the colours. And thank you very much for the donations with your shells as well. And of course, I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Okay, so up next then is Linda Southam. Linda, are you here? Linda Southam, are you here? So just drying off my hands. Linda, hello, hello. Okay, so Linda, you have a sparkle dip. So good luck, my lovely. Now with your dip here, I'm not looking, you get to stick or twist with this one that comes out. So, oh, I've got a few here. Okay, so we've gone for this one. I love it. I think I just love all of them. Oh, I do love a lot. Right, okay, so let me pop this on here. And then, again, this is another nice, larger size pendant. This one, or one like it, has never been on the website, so it's completely new to PBW. No, PWB. Let's go down. So look at this. Now again, this is a clear in colour Swarovski crystal pendant. And if I just hold it up on top of my glove, you can see it's got this quite a nice sized, I don't know, is it like a rounded rectangle possibly? But it's quite a nice thicker, as all Swarovski crystals are. What do you think to this? Yes, Katrina. So all the pendants are Swarovski crystal pendants, but all the fittings and chains are 925 silver, yes. So on this one, for example, the fitting at the top is all 925 silver, and this chain is, but of course Linda has picked her own chain length and style, but all chains are 925. Linda, would you like to stick or twist? Sticky, stick. Perfect. And again, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a beautiful sized pendant. It is lovely. Well, I'm glad you're happy with that one. There's not an oyster opening with that, so that pendant as it is. And like I said, which is why we give the option of pearl or no pearl with these, because honestly, they're such beautiful pendants. They can carry themselves, and then sometimes a pearl just brings that something extra. But it's completely up to you if you do it or not. So Linda, I hope you'll be happy with that once it arrives, and that's safe up there for you as well. Have I not popped on the website somewhere, do we think, that it's 925 silver? Have I missed somewhere? I can update the information if I've missed it. Do let me know. Right, up next then is Elizabeth Lloyd. Elizabeth, are you here? No, Linda, you're very, very welcome. Elizabeth Lloyd. Now I think I saw Elizabeth earlier, so hopefully she's still here. It will, Linda. Oh, I love that. And Elizabeth, you are here. Hello. You have one opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like? Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Ah, fair enough, Katrina. Not a problem. And we are here to answer questions on the live. It's called the Sparkle Dip, Lisa. And then if you click, so you go into the fun section, and then you can click Sparkle Dip, and then it gives you the options to click to just have the dip and then have the pendant as it is, or you can have the dip and an oyster opening. So it just gives you those sorts of options that you have to pick to go through. Mystery and keep your shells, Elizabeth. Okay. Now, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? So, mystery oyster. It's got quite a nice darker shell here. I'll show you. Let's go down. So if you have a look here, quite a nice darker shell on that one. We have a lighter pop there. Okay, so in here, we're going to clean that up for you in just a moment. Hoping for that baby pink. Let's have a squidge. Now I can see a peeper. You have a coral pearl there. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so Elizabeth, you have a coral pearl. Now, if you'd like to swap this for a baby pink, that's absolutely fine. I can do that for you. Or of course, if you're happy with this coral or would prefer a different colour completely, that's fine as well. Now, I'm just going to take the flesh off here. You've got a couple of pearl blisters on the insides of your shells there. So that's a pearl blister in there. Okay, so let me dry this coral up for you and hold him up, and then you can let me know what you think and what you would like to do. The live starts tomorrow at 1 p.m, so that's 1 p.m. BST, British summertime. Daytime live, and that's for the charm dip. After the live today, I will post the order list in the event, okay? So if you have ordered for the charm dip, or if you would like to order for the charm dip, the order list will be posted in the event section after the live today. So Elizabeth, this is your coral. Swap for a baby pink, of course you can. Let me just grab a baby pink for you. Can you just confirm, oh hang on, let me pop it on the board, if you're happy with this one. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Not a problem, Janet. Is that pink? Sorry, it's slightly, let me bring you back up a second. It's slightly brighter in the lighting. Yes, please. Perfect. Elizabeth, that one is yours then. I'm just going to wrap up your shells, then I'll pop him, there we go, safely on here for you. I'm glad you're happy with that colour. And let me pop your name on your shells as well. Okay, perfect. So Elizabeth, I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Your shells are safely wrapped up, and that's all safely up there for you. No, you're very, very welcome, my lovely. Very welcome. Okay, perfect. Now I've just had a look, and that has brought us to the end of our order list for today, and we're live again tomorrow at 1 p.m. like I've just said there. Hi Donna. So if you would like to join us for our charm dip, it's under the fun section on the website. If you'd just like to join us to watch, it's going to be quite hot in the UK. Donna, I don't have you down for today, my lovely. I don't believe I have an order. If you do though, do let me know. What's the order number? I don't have you down. Ah, is it for the charm dip? That's tomorrow at 1 p.m. we start the live. Possibly. Donna, no, it's fine. I haven't gone. Just confirm, is it for the charm dip? If so, that's on Saturday. If it's not the charm dip though, do let me know the order number, because I don't have you down, but just so we can confirm. Is tomorrow? Yeah, okay, not a problem. So yeah, it's on for tomorrow. That's not a problem. We'll start the live around 1, and I'm just about now to pop the order list in the event section, so you'll be able to see whereabouts you are. Okay, thank you, Bab. Oh Lisa, you've made an order. Okay, so we'll stay on. That's absolutely fine. You have indeed. I'm getting myself all confused. Yep, that's fine, Lisa. We can do your order this evening. I'm still happy to carry on the live. So let me just print this off, Lisa. And Lisa, you're up next, my lovely. So just let that print off for me for just a second. Okay, so Lisa, you have a sparkle dip. Look after my thumb. Oh, it's fine. I was going to paint my nails for tomorrow's live because I don't get to wear gloves tomorrow. I can have free hands. But now I don't think I can paint my nails because I don't want to get near the cut. I don't know what I'm going to do. One more. Whoop whoop. Lisa, you're very welcome. So Lisa, you have a sparkle dip. Shall we dive in? Good luck. I'm giving them a good mix. Right, and grab, oh, I think that's 2. I'm not looking. Which one's going to fall? Oh, that's 1. Okay, so we saw one like this earlier, and it's the, I like to call it the warrior heart. So let me just pop it on here. Now, I believe it's a different colour to what we saw earlier. This colour is the amethyst colour, so it's a purple. Let me bring you down so we can see. So it's a purple heart with that warrior cap on it. Again, all 925 silver, and then a Swarovski crystal heart at the bottom there. And again, this shaped heart is like our Swarovski crystal heart charms. However, this one is larger. Our charms, I believe, are 10 mil across. I can measure this one if you'd like to know the size. I don't want to say a size, just in case I get it wrong. No, I can't remember. I do know. I've just got a couple of the different sizes of these, that's all, so I don't want to say the wrong one. Amazing. You'd like to stick with that one. See, everyone loves their first sparkle dip, which is brilliant. It just shows how beautiful each piece is. I'm just very biased, I know. So you don't have the oyster opening with that, which means that pendant is as it is, and it's absolutely stunning. So Lisa, I hope you're happy with that as well. Let me pop him on here, and that's safe up there for you as well. And again, Lisa, I hope you'll be happy with that once it arrives for you. They are. I just want to get them all out and show them off. Just because in that video earlier that I did, so if anybody would like to know about the sparkle dip, I did a video earlier and it's pinned to the top of the page. Now that doesn't show all the variations. I did actually photo, I photoed all the ones that are in the bag at the moment, but I've got more to add into the bag. But yeah, that video wasn't long, me talking wasn't long enough to show all of the photos I took. So yeah, there's just some in there that you haven't even sort of seen the preview of yet. I love it. Well, exactly, Linda, exactly. You're on tomorrow, right? That is, let me just, before I say that, actually, let me just refresh this. Yes, that is the end of the order list. So I'll go and give me 5-10 minutes, just clean everything down, and then I will update the order list for tomorrow in the events section. Okay, so if you don't join us tomorrow, we're back again on Sunday for a normal oyster opening live, and of course the sparkle dip is there. Don't forget, we've got the summer sale on the website and the new stock in the new in section, so lots and lots going on. Have a brilliant weekend and drink lots, those of you in the UK, because it's gonna be hot, isn't it? But no, have a brilliant weekend, guys. Take care. Bye.